Hi, welcome back. This is Andrew Frank. We're doing another session on BodyTrack Bed Monitor. This particular session we're going to go through settings. So we've already got the system set up and running as we described before, and we go into settings. In settings, if I were to hit on connection, it would jump us out to the WLAN connection in the tablet, so we won't do that. It also shuts the system down, assuming you're starting over with a new data port. Under settings, you can see we've got a number of tabs here. Patient information, as you can see, is general information about the patient. A couple of ones you want to pay attention to is the medical record numbers, like the master patient index number for electronic medical records. Patient weight, if you're going to use the maintain weight feature, this needs to be accurately put in for each patient. Any additional information you want to include other than name or identifiers. Room number, like room 3 bed B, and that would then show up in place of the data port number up here, so you could keep track of that. And then this is the global wipe of the data on the machine, on the data port. So everything on the data port is designed to be anonymous, so if someone had the data port or the tablet, there would not be anything that would indicate who the patient is. And obviously that's as good as a user, so please don't put patient names in and things like that. That'll violate your privacy requirements. Under caregiver settings, we can set up a number of caregivers under a login. So when they walk up to the edge of the bed, they would log in and then use the system, and when they leave, this caregiver logout kicks in. So 5 seconds after they leave the screen, and whatever, you can make this 30 seconds if you want, the system would dim the screen and would require another login before someone could access it. Under alarm settings, you have a number of alarms. You can set the volume. Timer length is set at 120 right now, so 2 hours. That's normal recommended cycle for turning. You might want to reduce that if the person's at risk of skin trauma. Mute length is, if you hit the mute, how long will it mute before it starts to resound? Right now it's at 5 seconds. Bed exit alarm is the alarm that tells you that the person's getting near the edge of the bed, that it looks like they're trying to exit the bed, and that perhaps up to 50% of their weight is off the bed already. And it would give an alarm so you could get there before they get off the rest of the bed. Mat disconnect, obvious if the USB cable gets yanked out of the data port, it will alarm. And the risk alarm is if the pressure over time goes above the Resig-Rogers curve, it will also start to alarm, and all these are selectable by just sliding the slider over. Record settings, that's how often you want to record a frame shot of the screen, and right now it's set once every 10 minutes. You can do more if you want, but then that means you have more data to manage. And let's see, let's go back to our screen here. So I think we'll stop there, and we will pick up another session shortly.